Welcome to Gate City Chronicles. I'm Kevin Avard, your host, and I'm joined today with Greg Stevens from Stella Blu Restaurants here in Nashua.
That's right.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Right. Well, Greg, I guess there's a lot of things that are going on in Nashua, but before we go talk about these events, tell us a little bit about Stella Blu.
Well, Stella Blu is a downtown restaurant, not to be confused with the malls in southern Nashua, so we want to always remind people what a great downtown we have.
Yes.
It has wide brick sidewalks, you know, it's nice and strollable, great shops, and we're lucky to be down there. So Stella Blu is a tapas restaurant, and tapas is usually Spanish cuisine, small plates, but we have widened it a little bit for the American palate, so we have what we're calling Stella Blu American Tapas, which celebrates the neighborhoods of the great American cities. So we have food from Little Italy, Asia Town, Main Street, USA, the Latin Quarter, that kind of thing.
Wow. So, and you're one of the co-owners?
That's correct.
And how long have you been there?
So we're on our fifth year.
Fifth year.
Yeah, so we're very happy to be involved in downtown Nashua.
Now, I know the mayors and the aldermen, they've really put a lot of effort into the downtown area. We want a lot of people coming up there. Where do they find you?
How did this happen?
Yeah, no. Where are you located?
Where are we located? We're right off Main Street on East Pearl, 70 East Pearl Street, right around the corner from Villa Banca, right around the corner from MT's Local. So, you know, there's a lot of very, very good restaurants downtown, and we're right in the middle of it.
Oh, that's great. And you said we were talking off air, you do actually have entertainment there from time to time?
Sure.
Or?
So every Friday and Saturday we have music. Starts at 9 o'clock, goes till midnight. So we have a nice cocktail, late night kind of crowd as well. And we have everything from someone coming in and, you know, with a guitar and singing ballads to popular music and some bluesy, funky arrangements as well.
Right. Not the big band, not super loud or anything
No,
like that.
no. But, you know, we get 4 of them in there and we get some people dancing.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Good. And do you have a dance floor?
No, but they find a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe me, I know. Yeah, exactly. Now they'll get up and they'll dance in between the tables, but that's nice. One of the reasons I wanted to bring you on the show as well is to talk about some of the up-and-coming events downtown. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Sure. Well, next week is Restaurant Week in Nashua, and it's from the 4th to the 10th. It's basically a celebration of the restaurants that are down there, okay? And there's 15 restaurants that are involved in it, all different cuisines, all different price ranges. And you'll find everything from, you know, prefix menus for $25, a real deal on a 3- or 4-course meal, to just general discounts of 20%, okay, or other kinds of specials. What we offer is we offer what we call Game On.
Okay.
Okay, and Game On is our once or twice a year. What we do is we'll put a game menu together, wild game menu. So we'll have elk and antelope, and we'll have alligator and bison and ox and things like that.
This is very interesting. You get a lot of people from up north come down, or
we get people who travel.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And people will come a couple times. And you know, and the food is creative and accessible as well. You know, you're not going to sit down and have some crazy gamey thing that you think, oh my God, they must have killed this out back. That's not what this is.
Right.
This is you know, our place has fine dining. It is exactly what our place is, and so Game On next week for us.
Well, that's interesting. And all the restaurants are taking part in that, or is it?
Well, there's 15 of them down there that are taking part. I don't have an exhaustive list for you, but you know, it's a good sampling of how good the restaurants are down there.
So when you said we, who's we? Is there an organization of all you restaurants that get together and talk?
Right. Well, the Great American Downtown,
yeah.
And you can find them at downtownnashua.org. Okay, the Great American Downtown is a group, is an organization that sole purpose is to promote downtown, to promote the restaurants, the shops, to get people down there. They run events every year, big events too, like, you know, they have the Stroll, which is, you know, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and there's 30,000 people come down for this thing.
That's nice.
Right?
Yeah, it's community.
It's community, yeah. But you know, there's a group of a core group of businesses that are interested in promoting downtown, and in concert with the mayor's office and others, do a pretty good job of having events. So this event here for Restaurant Week next week is a great event. Everyone should come down. We get like 5,000 people that come down for that week for dining downtown. It's the fifth year that we've had this kind of thing. We have it in the fall and in the spring. We also have June 5th is a really great event. It's called the Taste of Nashua.
Okay.
And that is where restaurants pair up with the shops down there, and we go into these shops and we set up, we cook inside the shops and we invite people down. It's a great event.
So does somebody pick Alex Shoe or
Yeah,
Avard
sure.
Haberdashery or something?
That's right. So yeah,
That's interesting.
and there's little bites, so you get a scorecard or something, and you head down Main Street and you stop into different shops, and they're all having deals as well.
What a great idea. I think of how a lot of main streets and a lot of downtowns seem to be suffering because of all the super malls. Everybody goes to the mall to hang out. Now you have the Merrimack, and then of course Pheasant Lane. We want people from the border to come up to those, but there's something community about the downtown area, and and I like to see the revitalization that the mayor's taken, just with the sidewalks and making it accessible. But it's nice. I've driven by your restaurant a number of times, like I said off air, and I look to my left as I'm heading up Pearl Street, and I got to stop in there someday. Well, now obviously I will, but it's very interesting. There's little hidden nooks all over the town, which is kind of nice to know. So this particular event that's coming up, it runs all week long.
Yes, from the 4th to the 10th.
From the 4th to the 10th, and it starts at what time in the morning?
Well, whenever the restaurants are open. So some are open for lunch, and some open at dinner time.
Are they geared toward seniors, young people? Are there specific times that are geared to just come as you go?
Yep, come on in, come on downtown and see the restaurants. There's a rich tradition now of fine restaurants in downtown Nashua. And you're not going to see, and I have nothing against chain restaurants, don't get me wrong, but we don't have them downtown. All right, for the most part. Okay, we do have margaritas across the river, and they're great as well. But what you're going to find are individually owned, family-owned restaurants that have been there for a while, and who take great pride in the food and the service, and you're going to feel like you went to one of the great restaurant areas around.
Yeah, we actually interviewed one of the restaurant owners, Fodes, on the show, and he just had a little history about the building itself and how that they moved it from one site to another and how it's haunted at certain floors. And I just thought it was interesting, but long history. And he definitely takes, like you said, pride in his restaurant, as does everybody, it seems, downtown. Obviously they want the clientele to flow in and people talk about it, and
well, there's no corporate mentality.
Right.
Every customer is absolutely important, and everyone is treated that way. I've come to know a lot of the restaurant owners down there. I've learned a lot from them as well, and every customer is the most important customer. You really feel it too.
Yeah, and there's something to be said for that too. Interesting. Well, is there anything else that you'd like our viewers to know a little bit about your restaurant or about any other coming events?
Well, I want to make sure people can go to downtownnashua.org. You'll find, for Restaurant Week, you'll find an interactive map, a link to an interactive map that's been put together by the Telegraph. So that's fun. You can get down there and just use your mouse to walk around town and see where you might want to go. There's also a promotion that you take a picture of yourself or your friends at one of the participating restaurants. I don't really think it matters if they're participating or not. But you take a picture of yourself out, you post it to Instagram, okay, and then you're automatically in some kind of raffle, and you'll win a gift certificate.
Everybody will be there with their iPod.
Yeah, so there'll be pictures all over the place. So there's some fun in that regard. So there's an online presence, that's nice, and once again, I recommend they go to the Great American Downtown website and work your way through that.
Just Stella Blu, you said that's a Grateful Dead song?
It is.
And okay, so people that are Deadheads would definitely like.
Well, of course, but when people ask me what the name is, I have to size them up pretty quickly. Yeah. To decide whether they can take it that it's a Grateful Dead song. Right. So if I feel like it's not really going to work, I tell them it's we're into astronomy, and it stands for Blue Star.
There you go.
So.
Now, speaking of that, you've won some awards for your cuisine.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we've won some local awards, but the big one that we won was TV Diner. It's out of Boston. We won a platinum plate. It's their highest award. And one of the things that we do, we're from an engineering background, and the one thing that we really do know how to do is test everything and test the heck out of it.
Right.
So everything that goes out on our menus is thoroughly tested through a process that any product would love to go through before it's released.
Right, right.
So and it's worked out for us. It's worked out. One of the things that we've done before, and we'll do it again, is during Restaurant Week. Sometimes what we do is we'll put out 8 or 10 dishes that are going to go on the new menu. And this is the third round of testing, and we put them on a reduced rate, and we have the customers give us feedback. Every little bit that we find out about the dishes tightens that dish up more and more and more. And by the time we get it out there, we can make it properly, we can make it in volume, we can make it consistently, and it pops when you eat it.
So when you go to some of these big chains and you fill out the thing, you wonder if you're actually being heard. In your restaurant, you're being heard.
You're absolutely being heard. It's being read by the chef.
Right.
Okay, and we put it together, and we've been very lucky that people have taken it very seriously.
Interesting. It's your restaurant. It's your town, right?
Yeah, it is.
Put your import into it, right? I mean, obviously,
Right.
So that's interesting. Well, I want to thank you for coming on Gate City Chronicles.
Thank you.
All
Glad to be here.
Well, thank you for watching Gate City Chronicles, and we hope you take advantage of all the restaurants and the upcoming events, and we know that you'll enjoy them. Support your local restaurants. Let's keep them here and enjoy what we have.